Here is a tour of my garden. First off, I have sweet potatoes in some barrels I grew by myself. I'm not sure how well they'll do because they're a little behind, but we'll see. I also have some strawberries. They're flowering. They're a June-bearing type called Merlan. I'm excited. I got them this year. I can't wait to try them. Now on to my beautiful herb garden I have here. This is oregano right here. All the bees and flies love the flowers. Here is some thyme. Both those plants survived the winter, which was pretty cool. I have mint back here. I know it's invasive, but I do keep it on control. I deadhead the flowers so they don't make more seeds. I also have chives, which I like to grow a lot. I got some dill, which I make my homemade pickles with. So there, it's just makes a world of a difference having homegrown dill in your pickles. Here is some basil. And then this is marjoram. We don't use it too often, but it's nice. There's rosemary in the back there. He's kind of getting overgrown, but I'll just trim it back. I have a lovely lavender right here I planted this year. Also have chamomile. It's a new addition. I can harvest it now. I will. I have on a trellis the Kajari melon, or Kahari, however you say it. I'm excited to try it as well. Right here I have some raspberries. Some of these are golden raspberries, which are ever bearing. I have Heritage and also Latham's. They're mixed together, so I can't remember which one's which. But those are June bearing. I pulled out a lot of raspberries because they were being attacked by the raspberry crown borer, which I didn't realize until now. So I'm hoping to get new raspberry plants that are resistant. And then down here we have some nice blueberries. Since I caged them, the rabbits can't get to them, and they've doubled in size. Those rabbits you gotta keep an eye on. But yeah, I got to harvest some off of this guy, which was fun. Now we're on to the more fun rows of stuff. I've got, this is fenced in because the rabbits like this stuff. Well, except for the onions, I don't think they like. But I got some, I think they're called Italiano onions. I grew from seed, and I'm surprised with how well they've done. It's my first year growing onions. I've got some beans. I think these are jade beans right here. And then some carrots. And gold rush wax beans. Those are great to mix in with your green beans. These are, I think, also gold rush or jade. And this is a type of green bean. Jade's also a type of green bean, but I think it's Blue Lake variety. And then I have a rogue tomatillo, which I've just kind of let him grow. He's funny. I like to leave him be. I have some cucumbers here. The cucumbers, this plant is a green dragon variety, so the cucumbers are longer. It's a burpless type, and the cucumbers in it, I've harvested a couple, but they're nice. I've enjoyed them because they're funny looking. I've got an Italian zucchini right here, and then over there is the summer squash. They are so packed full. I can't even get a good shot on the nice guys. But I promise you, they're flourishing. I'm worried about the squash vine borers yet. I haven't seen eggs, but I'm not too sure. Here are the pickling variety, aka the cucumbers with stubble, and they're great. I forget, okay, they are white spine, and I use them and they're very reliable as a pickler. I've got some rogue tomatoes right here. Not too sure if I should remove them. I like having little guys to try. These are also a pickling cucumber, and they're climbing up the trellis. Here is the yellow squash. Isn't as crowded with leaves as the other guy, but there's a nice couple. Oh, that guy got away from me. I'll have to pick later. And then we got another cucumber right here. It's also the just a normal burpless cucumber. I think the muncher variety. So he's tiny. I staggered him so that when those die, we get more cucumber crop. This is my potato patch. I've got 5 rows of potatoes. Some of them are white potatoes and others are red. The ones on the end here are red, but I can't remember the varieties, unfortunately. But they're already dying down because we planted them earlier. Last year I harvested my potatoes on August 1st, which is quite surprising how early I was able to. But that's only because I chitted them early. So I did that this year again, and I think we're going to have an early harvest. And we harvest early because the voles are pesky here. We got to keep them in check. I've got some marigolds planted on the corner of this plot, along with some nice, beautiful peppers. These are gypsy peppers. This row right here. This row of peppers is poblanos, which I love in stir fries. They're really tasty. And in fajitas. Any sort of Mexican, they're great in. You can tell from their darker leaves that they are poblanos. We've got, I forget what this guy is. He's a bell pepper though. He is nice. Let me see if I can find him. A flavor burst pepper. Okay. We've got, these are 2 peppers I grew from seed, and just look how happy they are. They are Chinese giant peppers, if I remember correctly. They're nice and happy. I've also got some tomatoes. These are big guys. They're already so tall. This row right here is San Marzanos. I always like them as a slicing tomato along with sauce, being a sauce. They're smaller right now, but they're getting their way there. I pruned underneath the leaves to give them a little bit more air. Let them breathe a little bit. I've got some nice marigolds again on this row. Got these tomatoes. This is a sausage variety. They're funny looking, aren't they? They're also a sauce tomato. They get pretty big. Like 6 inches, 5 inches long. Kind of nice. Have never tried them before, so excited about that. This is a apricot zebra. They've got the most beautiful coloring, don't they? They are very, very nice to look at. I grew a lot of these tomatoes from seed. This is a Korean long right here. As you can see, his leaves are very wispy. He's supposed to be a sauce Roma tomato. And so these, except for the sausage tomato, I grew, and then a couple other ones. This is a Berkeley tie-dye pink. See the lines on him? It would make him beautiful. It's so nice. He is like a beefsteak tomato, so he gets bigger. Nice slicer. I've got a black cram, which I did not grow from seed, but man, he makes some big guys. I'm excited about him. I also did not grow this guy from seed. This is I think a sun gold tomato, sun sugar. I got him from Walmart because I had an extra space to fill. So this is a sun sugar tomato, and he's got some nice little guys on him. I didn't grow this guy from seed, but he's nice. I always like him. I grow him every year, just about. So that's nice. And oh no, look at this little guy. If my camera will clear up, it's a tomato hornworm. Those guys will destroy your tomatoes, so I'm gonna take care of him. We got another tomato here. It is I forget. I have to read. Oh yes, I remember now. It's a bread and salt. They make giant tomatoes. They're like really funny because they're pointed at the bottom, see? Almost like an ox heart tomato. So that's fun. Haven't tried him before. This is a sun sugar tomato, and he's got some nice little guys on him. I didn't grow this guy from seed, but he's nice. I always like him. I grow him every year, just about. So that's nice. And oh no, look at this little guy. If my camera will clear up, it's a tomato hornworm. Those guys will destroy your tomatoes, so I'm gonna take care of him. Here is a bread and salt tomato. It's got kind of pointy tomatoes. It's funny to see them like that, kind of like an ox heart. They're big. I've never tried these. I'm growing them from seed, so I'm excited about that. We've got a couple more. We got a eggplant. I've never tried homegrown eggplant, but I'm excited about that. I've got an Alice's Dream right here. They're supposed to make really pretty tomatoes. They're like yellow with black, see? What a pretty tomato, isn't it? So I think that's just about it for the tomatoes. Only like 3 or 4 of these guys I didn't grow from seed. I'm really happy, at least for the tomatoes. This is my rhubarb. I've got 2 different types. They are pretty yummy. It's nice to have them around. I have a pumpkin plant that, well, I have like 3 pumpkin plants, and they're doing good as well. Need to take care of the weeds eventually. I've got asparagus too. Did you know asparagus looks like this when it starts to seed? We usually know asparagus to be like this guy, but no, it makes funny little ferns. And these are the seed pods. The birds like to eat them, and that's why you might see asparagus growing alongside fence rows in the country. I have these 2 nice apple trees, and the one is heavy with fruit, and the other has a little bit of fruit on them. It's the first time we're getting apples from this guy. This is a wine sap apple tree. See, that's the apples. Miss Robin, or should I say Mrs., is not very happy because she has a nest right here. That's her nest. She's not wanting any company right now. This is the Jonagold. This is the one that's been producing a very beautiful, nice apples. Very, very nice. I'm very happy with these apple trees. They're very nice. Here is my blackberry patch. I got these last year from a friend. And they are just covered in berries and also, unfortunately, Japanese beetles. Ugh, I don't like those guys. There's a blackberry ready right there. Wow. I'm gonna get at least 100 from these guys. Beautiful. I'm so excited. It's so nice to have all these sources of food available. So I think that's all of my garden. All of our garden. So I hope you guys enjoyed my tour. I am so excited for future harvest, and I'll keep you guys updated. I'm so excited. And I hope you guys have a good day.